So, Miss Marvel season 1 review. Now, I personally love this show. I think the characters have great chemistry. I think they're great actors. And I definitely like this Miss Marvel better than Brie Larson. Brie Larson sucked. We can all agree on that. That feminist nonsense and that deadpan, terrible acting that just a terrible actress and a terrible character, written wise. We didn't need no more of that. This Miss Marvel is great. Now, there is one issue with this show that's really pissing me off. So I went to look at the reviews. And the reviews from the critics on Rotten Tomatoes are 98%, making it the highest rated Marvel show. Now, the problem is you might look at the show in other areas and be like, oh, well, IMDb and all these other shows have like bad ratings for it. And here's the thing. In the first 3 minutes of the show's release, before people could even watch an episode, there were hundreds of thousands of negative reviews placed on this show. Now, these negative reviews were done by racist scum. And this is the problem with everybody having a voice, and I say this all the time, that everybody doesn't deserve a voice, an opinion, or a platform. And these people were giving negative comments to the show because she's Muslim and because she's from Pakistani descent. So tons of these reviews were coming in with negative reviews, and it's completely uncalled for. First off, the CGI is great. The filming is great. The locations are great. The characters are good. The chemistry is good. The dialogue is great. It's funny when it's supposed to be funny. It's serious when it's supposed to be serious. The acting never falters between none of the characters. The villains, there's multiple villains, but the villains are great. The multiple bad guys that are in it, whether they're villains or the task force that's created to stop mutants and people with superpowers, are great. Everything falls together perfectly. The storyline is good, and it's just an enjoyable watch. It's a really good show with really good actors and actresses, and it opens a different world to see a character that's actually a Muslim and from Pakistani descent. She actually went to Pakistan in one of the episodes, and it was cool to see her in her home country around her own people and meeting her family and how they got to America and why they went to America and the things that were going on. The interaction, a lot of people were saying, well, I've seen people online saying that the mother is too strict. This is how mothers are, especially mothers of immigrant children who come to this country. They are more strict than American mothers because they know what it's like to really have it bad somewhere else. A lot of American children are spoiled. They get away with everything. They don't have any upbringing. They don't have parents who control them like they're supposed to be controlled. I know little kids out here that call their parents by their first names. I wish my kids would call me by my first name. My name is Dad. Fuck Dad. But it's great. Her family, the Muslims that are in the show and the way everything relates, her being a jinn and having these powers and the Noor, her powers are good. They change her powers a little bit, but then at the end, they actually gave her powers that she has in the comic books. She started using it that way, which was great. They had to change a few things around. I don't know if it was just for pure storytelling or if it was because it fit better into the scheme of things. But I'm very interested in seeing these characters in future Marvel projects, whether it's a Miss Marvel Season 2 or whether it's a Miss Marvel movie. Either way, I'm very interested in seeing it. Overall, I give this show a 9 out of 10. I think it was great. I think it's a good watch. I think everybody should watch it. It has moments where it's a little bit childish. It is Disney-ish and not more serious, but you're dealing with kids here, and you're dealing with a girl who's still in high school, so you need to expect that. Everybody's not going to like this show. The show's not going to be for everybody, but if you don't like it just because the character is Muslim or Pakistani, then you're damn racist, and you don't belong in this country or anywhere else in this world. You're just scum. If you're downvoting a show based on the character's religion or her ethnicity, you're a piece of shit. It just is. It just is what it is. Somebody should take your internet away. You don't belong on the internet. And this is a major problem with things that's going on with this country, with people who just want to attack anything that doesn't look like them, etc. I personally like things that don't look like me. I like foods from different countries. I like to see and experience different cultures. And I thought this show is going to do that for a lot of people. It's going to expose them to Pakistani culture and Muslim culture, but it's not overly obsessed with it or pushing in your face or pushing it down your throat. It's just giving you little things and it goes with the story. It doesn't defer away from the story. It doesn't take anything away from it. If anything, it adds to it. Overall, it's a 9/10. Great Marvel show. I don't think it's the best Marvel show, even though Rotten Tomato critics do have it ranked the highest. I also thought Moon Knight was good. And there were people saying that Moon Knight was bad. I feel like Moon Knight was attacked for the same thing. Just for having Jewish people and Egyptian ethnicities, etc. I thought Moon Knight was good. I didn't think Moon Knight was bad at all. I'd give Moon Knight an 8 out of 10. Again, that wasn't for everybody, but I love how there's different cultures being brought into the Marvel Universe. I love how they're bringing in Jewish characters and Muslim characters, and they're actually getting screen time and shows where the focus is just not on their religion. This is part of their identity. This is who they are. But they're also great heroes. I thought Moon Knight was great. I also thought this was great. I think Hawkeye is better. I think Hawkeye is a 10/10. Spectacular show. I don't think Miss Marvel is the best show from Marvel, but I think it's leaps and bounds away from that Scarlet Witch garbage. I don't care what anybody says. Scarlet Witch was trash and Loki was boring. But I'll give this a 9 out of 10. It's definitely worth watching. Tomorrow, tune in. I'm going to see Thor about 7:30 at night, so look for my Thor review tomorrow night. Thanks for checking this out.